Former Knick Mario Hezonja has just thrown some shade the New York Knicks way, and we have to talk about this. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to waste no time jumping right into this video because what the hell? Mario Hezonja shaded the Knicks, and here's what he had to say. Moving to the Knicks was the wrong decision. The story when I was coming there was that I was practically a future All-Star. That's cap. Not that I wouldn't play at all. And I'm glad at the end of the day to be back in Europe. Look, I don't know who the hell thought Mario Hezonja was a future All-Star when he signed with the New York Knicks. I'm going to guess there was one person on the planet who believed that. Mario Hezonja. Here's why Mario Hezonja was not expected to be a future All-Star. In 2015, on June 25th, he got picked 5th overall by the Orlando Magic, which a few people thought was to be a little bit of a stretch. He was projected to be in the top 10, but not in the top half of the top 10, as Karl-Anthony Towns was the surefire first overall pick. Many people wrongly thought the Lakers were going to take Jahlil Okafor. I said otherwise. 14-year-old me knew what he was talking about. And they drafted D'Lo. Sixers go with Okafor. Knicks take Porzingis. And then the Orlando Magic take Mario Hezonja. Hezonja was known as a spark plug player in the Eurobasket League and for being extremely confident in his abilities at the sport of basketball. Now, so Hezonja, the confidence clearly didn't go anywhere as he said that he was going to be a future All-Star with the Knicks. That's not the case. 3 years into his career, that second-year team option got declined. He had another year of his rookie contract that could have been exercised, but the Orlando Magic were like, nope, we've had enough. He's not cutting it. We're going to let him walk in free agency. So what happens? The New York Knicks sign Mario Hezonja. None of us were like, oh yeah, let's go. Hezonja's on the team. We were like, okay, this could be interesting. He's a young player. I guess he has some potential. The Magic didn't want him. Maybe we could find something in him in an expanded role. That didn't happen. Hezonja didn't play too well for the Knicks. Then spent 1 year with the Portland Trail Blazers. And fun fact, when he signed with the New York Knicks, Woj tweeted out that Hezonja had signed with the Trail Blazers. Then a minute later tweets out, nope, I'm sorry, my mistake. He signed with the New York Knicks. And then the next year he does end up playing for the Trail Blazers. So that's kind of funny. I've always thought about that when I think of Hezonja. But he throws shade at the Knicks, saying that he was expected to be a future All-Star and his mistake was going there. I don't know if you expected yourself to be a future All-Star, Mario, but no one else on the planet expected you to be a future All-Star by then. You weren't even pegged as a future All-Star coming into the NBA draft as a prospect. No one was thinking your ceiling was that high, that you'd be some multi-time All-Star. There was a comparison that was made on a Bleacher Report article that called him Joe Johnson at best. And yes, ISO Joe, tremendous player. Mario Hezonja was not that at all. He just was maybe okay at basketball Mario. I don't know. I couldn't think of better alliteration. I'm sorry. But look, Mario Hezonja clearly just lost his mind because that makes no sense. Now, Hezonja, there's an SB Nation article from 2015 that said that Mario Hezonja is the cockiest draft prospect they've ever seen. And the article starts with saying Mario Hezonja is the one who knocks. That is a reference to that scene where in Breaking Bad where Walter White says to Skyler White, his wife, I'm not in danger, I am the danger, and then basically makes an allusion to if someone's going to knock on my door and shoot me, you think that I'm the one getting shot? No, I'm the one who knocks. Now, I botched that line because I haven't watched Breaking Bad in like a year. And also, who cares? Respect? No. I have never had respect for anyone on a basketball court, says Mario Hezonja. I heard about if they smell blood, you get eaten. I'm not like that. I don't care. Whether it's a veteran or a young player standing in front of me, I always have the same goal. I want to run over everybody. Now, look. Then SB Nation predicts it perfectly. No quote sums up the 6'8" Croatian lottery prospect better. It's what gives him strength. It could also be what causes his downfall. Now, I don't know if people just didn't like Hezonja because of the overconfidence or whatever, but Mario Hezonja was never that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal. Like, I don't understand who in their right mind thought that Mario Hezonja was going to be an all-star with the Knicks. I didn't even like him as a draft prospect when he got drafted. I didn't think he was that good at all. I don't understand why the hell Mario Hezonja is so confident in his abilities, because he was never even good in the NBA. Like, he didn't do anything for any team he was ever on throughout his 5-year NBA career. You're picked 5th overall, you last 5 years in the league, you never surmount 10 points per game. That's one thing. But if you're getting picked 5th overall in the NBA and you're out of the league that quickly, it's not just that you're trash, it's that people don't want to play with you, because guys picked in the top 5 get way too many chances to prove themselves, because once upon a time they were supposed to be very good at basketball, and people want to see if their team can unlock that. GMs try to do that. It doesn't work too many times. The Knicks tried it a bunch of times when they were rebuilding. A lot of rebuilding teams tried that strategy. The Detroit Pistons tried it with other 2015 draft bust Jahlil Okafor, and the same result happened where he just wasn't him. They're now trying this with James Wiseman, another 2nd overall pick center who's been a draft bust so far, and James Wiseman hasn't exactly worked out either. Now, there's also a quote that said Mario is the only kid in the draft who actually believes he could beat Kobe Bryant in a one-on-one. It said a name that I'm not going to try to pronounce and just make an ass of myself. A former pro baller and general manager for Croatian champions Cedevita Zagreb. I'm so sorry. But yeah, look, Hezonja, we know he was confident. He's clearly oozing confidence in this statement that he was wrong to go to the Knicks because he was supposed to be a future All-Star. Again, no one believed that. Here were his stats. When he went to the Knicks the season prior, he was averaging 9.6 points per game. He was putting up a little less than 4 rebounds and 1.4 assists, which is just around his career average on assists. He shot 33.7% from the three-point line and 44% from the field. These were not excellent numbers, and no projected to be a future All-Star only starts 30 out of their 75 games after a team used their 5th overall pick on you 2 years prior. I mean, the man hardly started. He started 11 games in his first 2 NBA seasons, put up 6.1 points and then 5 points per game. I don't see what anyone saw in Mario Hezonja, because clearly he wasn't him. He goes to the Knicks. He does absolutely nothing there. The only thing of note that Mario Hezonja did with the Knicks was get that game-winning block on LeBron James and average 8.8 points per game with 4 rebounds. And the man looked like he probably hadn't taken a shower since 2013 when he was part of the New York Knicks. I don't know why, but that's just how he looked. It maybe isn't his fault, but the man was greasy as hell. Goes to the Trailblazers, plays power forward, which is a mistake on the Trailblazers' part. Hezonja was a wing. That is not Mario's fault. But he didn't play well either. He shot 30% from 3, 42% from the field. Really couldn't get anything going at all outside of an 81% free throw shooting, which isn't even that good. And put up less than 5 points a game. Couldn't get 1 assist per game. And got 3.5 rebounds. And after that, he was out of the NBA. So yeah, look, Mario Hezonja clearly didn't work out in the NBA, and now he's partially blaming the Knicks and saying that he's happy to be back in Europe. And if you look at his Eurobasket stats this season, he's not doing half bad at all. He's putting up 13 points per game. He's shooting 53% from the field and 42.7% from 3 while shooting almost 93% from the free throw line. He's having a perfectly fine season. And look, it's harder to score there. There are less points scored. Lucas said it's easier to score in the NBA. But that's not all with Hezonja. It's not just that he can go back there and be a solid player. And he's Croatian. He's from Europe, so now he can play in Europe. So it's maybe just like easier for him logistically. But if you look right here, Mario Hezonja thinks the NBA is more about showmanship than actual basketball, and said, there are a lot of things that I don't like there. I have no desire to return to the NBA. Well, the NBA has no desire for you to return either. I saw a lot of things there. I didn't get as much respect on the court as I deserved because you weren't good. In addition, in my opinion, basketball in the NBA is more of a show than a game. Well, Mario Hezonja, in my opinion, you weren't good at basketball. You weren't good enough to stay in the NBA. You spent 5 years here after being a 5th overall draft pick and spent time on 3 teams. What is that called, ladies and gentlemen? Mainly men. Our channel's like 98% men subscribers. A draft bust. Comment down below what you think on Mario Hezonja. Think about his tenure with the Knicks. What did you see? Did you like him? Did you not like him? What were your thoughts? Do you think he needed a shower, or is that just me? Have a great day, guys. Like, subscribe to Knicks Digest. It means the world to Dariel and I. I'll catch you on the next one. Go Knicks.